Hi folks, today we're here with History Maker Baseball, and on the mound today we're playing World Series Classic. It is going to be the Baltimore Orioles from 1970 playing against the Cincinnati Reds from 1970. This is game 3 of my World Series, and we're just going to jump in. I'll teach the game as we go. Here comes the pitch. It is going to be a 1-5-5. So the way you play History Maker Baseball is you sort the dice in the order from smallest to largest, and then you go to the book and you're going to check the qualities of the pitcher first, then the batter. So we're going to have 1-5-5. Says the pitcher, there is nothing for the pitcher. For the batter, is he a home run king? You can see he's a semi-home run king, so he needed the dot on here, and he did not get it. So it is going to be a fly out to center field. So Merv Rettenmund is going to start off by flying out to center field, and there's one gone. Here comes Merritt against Buford, and we have a 456. Nothing on the pitcher. Is he patient? He is patient. So it's going to be a base on balls for Buford. He is on for Baltimore. Next up is going to be Frank Robinson. Here comes the pitch to Frank. It's a 156. Nothing on the pitcher. Is he a whiffer? He's not. We've got some outfield drama. So we're going to go to the outfield drama chart. We're going to roll. And again, you roll small to big. It's going to be 13. Is the center fielder iron? We're going to check Cincinnati and Bobby Tolan. He is not iron, and so that is going to be a lunging catch, and the batter lines out to center field. So Frank will line out. There is 2 gone, and it is going to bring up Boog Powell. Boog Powell's the batter. Here we have 3-3-4. Is he an ace or a star? He is not. Is he a sad sack? He is not. So that's a single to left field. Unless he is eager. He is not eager. So a single, and Buford is going to go 2 bases because the blue die is a 3, or the small die is a 3. So we got guys on first and third for Jim Merritt. We got Paul Blair coming to the plate for the Orioles. Clutch situation for the talented center fielder. We have a 566. Is he wild? He is not wild. A good eye? He does not have a good eye. He's going to strike out, and we're going to go to the blue chart. So no runs, a base hit for Baltimore. That is all for them, and it is going to bring up Cincinnati. Bobby Tolan is going to lead it off. Dave McNally is on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles, and as I said, we're going to move to the blue chart because the reading wasn't blue in my book. From the roll, we got a 233. Sorry, in the blue book, you're just going to go black and blue dice. So if I ever roll 3, I have a bad habit of rolling all 3. I take my red out. So 23, is he a cold pitcher? He is not cold. He just started the game. It's going to be a towering fly to center field. So Bobby Tolan is going to fly out to start the inning. Up next, it's going to be Pete Rose. Here comes Pete, 126. Is he fresh? Yes, the pitcher is fresh, so Pete will line out to second base. That will bring up Tony Perez as my next batter. Here comes Tony. It is a 245. Nothing on the pitcher. Is a hero? He is not a hero, so he will pop out to second base. That is all for the Reds. No runs, no hits. We're going to rotate Tony, and we're going to be going to the red chart, which is the experience chart, as we have Merritt and Elrod Hendricks. Hendricks is a semi-prospect and a semi-icon for the pitcher. And we have a 55 with a dot. 55 full count. Batter steps out of the box. Timeout. Play resumes. Roll the decider die. If it is a dot, it's a base on balls. A white is a strikeout. So it is a dot. So it's going to be a base on balls for Elrod Hendricks. He's on first base. Next up, talented third baseman Brooks Robinson with the great glove. Many Gold Glove awards. Here comes the roll. 346. Nothing on the pitcher. Is he eager? He is eager. He's got the dot and the eager sign, so he will fly out to center field. So there is one gone, and that will bring up Davy Johnson, the second baseman with power for the Orioles. Here comes the pitch. We have a 2-2-2. That is not good. Is he a sad sack? He is not. This is going to be a double to center field, and runners are going to advance 2 bases on doubles. So Hendricks will go to third, and it is a double for Davy Johnson. So we got guys on second and third. Baltimore pressing. They're trying to go up 3-0 in this series. Mark Belanger's the batter. I think we're going to bring the infield in just in case. So we have a 134 and gold catcher. Let's check Johnny Bench. He is gold. So Bench is a gold catcher. So that is going to be a strikeout unless he's got a good eye. Belanger will strike out. 2 gone. The infield will move back. And it brings up the right fielder, Merv Rettenmund. Here comes the pitch to Rettenmund. It is a 456. Is he patient? He is not. It's a fly ball to center field. No runs and a base hit for Baltimore. We're going to the purple. And up comes Johnny Bench, who's going to lead it off. Purple is the team chemistry chart. To start this game, Baltimore Orioles are harmonious in this ball game. We did this beforehand, and the Cincinnati Reds, despite dropping the first 2, they are semi-harmonious. So pretty good for both teams. We got a 26, so we'll take the red out of there. Team Batty Harmony, yes, they are harmonious because they have the die. Fired up batter, chips a chop single with a triangle. No triangle on Bench, so Johnny Bench will lead it off with a base hit for the Cincinnati Reds. So the Reds have a guy on against Dave McNally. Brings up Bernie Carbo. Lefty on lefty matchup. Here comes the pitch, a 135. This is going to be an unusual event. We're going to go to the blue chart. So we have a man on first, and we're going to check out the umpires. 13, questionable umpire at home. Here's my umpire at home. It is Red Flaherty. He is not questionable. So if it was questionable, he would have called the third strike. The other umpires called ball 4, base on balls. So it is going to be a walk to Bernie Carbo. Dave McNally in a little bit of trouble. Guys on first and second. This brings up Lee May, the big home run hitting first baseman. Here comes the pitch to Lee May. It is at 124. Does he have control? He does have control. This is going to be a double play. 6, 4, 3 double play. It will be an RBI for Lee May. Johnny Bench will score on the play. So 1-0 Cincinnati. Orioles not too worried about scoring runs. And brings up Hal McRae for the Cincinnati Reds. Here comes the pitch, 1-1-6. Is he fresh? He is fresh. It's a strikeout. So the Reds strike first with a run on a hit. Johnny Bench scores. We're going to the top of the third, and it is going to bring up Buford batting for the Orioles, and Jim Merritt is on the mound for Cincinnati. Here we go. First pitch, 256. Is he a struggler? He is not champion or patient. He is patient. Base on balls. Buford has started the game with 2 walks. Don't know if you want to steal on Bench. He's got a great arm. Brings up Frank Robinson. For the Orioles, here comes a 136. Is he an ace? He is not an ace. Whiffer or cold? He is not. We're going to go to some infield drama. So we're going to check some infield drama on Frank Robinson. We've got a 45. Infield drama. Shortstop is iron. We're going to check Dave Concepcion. He is not iron, as you can see. So that is going to be a bobbled ball, but on time. Throw goes to first. The batter is out. So he does make the play, and Buford will go to second base as Concepcion bobbles the ball. And it brings up Big Boog Powell. He had a 2-run home run in our last game in that first inning. Here comes the pitch. And we have a 145 coming up. Is he a struggler? He is not. Ground out to first. And Buford, will he run? He will. Let me just check here. We have a 1 and runner on second. He is going to hold. So that will bring up Paul Blair as our next batter. Blair against Merritt. Man on second. 4-4-5. Is he a workman? Merritt is not a workman. Patient, he is not patient. It is going to be a ground out to first base. So no runs, no hits for the Baltimore Orioles. We're going to the bottom of the inning. It is going to be McNally facing Dave Concepcion. 1-0 Cincinnati. Reds trying to get back in the series. We have a 135, so it's going to be a red 1 and a black 3. 135 is unusual events. Red 1, black 3. I'll just take this out of it. We're looking at a 45. 45 is a left fielder gold. We'll take a look. Left fielder is Buford. I don't believe he is gold. No, he is not. His fielding is blank. He makes an incredible leaping ball at the wall. Otherwise, it's going to be a double. So Davey Concepcion wraps one off the wall in left field. And Buford cannot get to it. Concepcion comes in a second, and the Reds are threatening again. Man on. Tommy Helms is up. Here comes the pitch from McNally. 266. Runner on first. No, there is not. Leadoff batter. He's going to fly out to right field. Everybody will hold. And we're going to have one down. So Helms is going to fly out in a short fly to right field. Brings up Bobby Tolan as our next batter. Lefty on lefty against McNally. We have a 235. Is he wild? McNally is not wild. Is he eager? He is not. It's going to be a ground out to second unless he's patient. He's not. So it will be a ground out to second base. That will move Concepcion over to third, and it brings up Pete Rose. Man in scoring position for Pete Rose. I believe he just got into the Hall of Fame after he passed away. Here comes the pitch to Pete. 1-1-6. Is he fresh? He is fresh. We're still in the third inning. That is a strikeout. No runs and a base hit. We are going to the fourth inning. And as soon as you get to the fourth inning, the pitchers are no longer fresh. They will be semi-fresh. So in order for them to be fresh on the roll, they'll need the dot. So Elrod Hendricks coming up here in the fourth inning against Jim Merritt. Here comes the pitch. It is a 1-2-2. And that is going to be, is he a workman? Merritt is not. Champ or whiffer? Eldricks is not. Lines out to third base. So Elrod Hendricks will line out to third base to start the fourth inning off. One gone. Brings up Brooke Robinson. Here comes Brooks Robinson. He had a 2-run shot in our last game. 233. Ace or star? Let's take a look. He is not. Is he a slugger? He is a slugger. He gets the dot. This is over the left field wall. 2 games in a row. Brooks Robinson has taken the ball deep. This is a home run shot. He gets an RBI, and this game is all tied up at 1. Davey Johnson is our next batter for the Orioles. Here comes the pitch. It's a 155. Is he a home run king? He is not a home run king, so it will be a fly out to center field. There is 2 gone. It brings up slick fielding Mark Belanger. Here comes the pitch. Merritt to Belanger. It is a 244. That is going to be, is he an ace? He is not. Is he a champion? No, he's not a great hitter. He will ground out to short, and that will end the inning. But the Orioles score 1 on 1 hit. This ball game is all tied up at 1-1. We're going to the bottom of the fourth inning. Dave McNally is going to be facing Tony Perez. So Tony Perez is up. Here comes the pitch. We have a 156. And that is going to be, is he a whiffer? He is not a whiffer. So we're going to outfield drama. So here comes our outfield drama. It is a 23. Center fielder iron. Center fielder, he's not iron. I know that for sure. Paul Blair is actually a gold. So that is going to be an easy fly to center field, and there's 1 gone. Coming up for Cincinnati, former It is going to be Johnny Bench, who's already had one big hit in this game. Here comes Bench. Here comes the pitch. It is a 3-3-5. Here comes Bench's pitch, 3-3-5. Is he wild? He is not wild. Sad sack, he is not. It is going to be a single to right field and a stolen base unless he's stoic. Johnny Bench is going to single, and then he's going to steal on the next pitch, and he is in his second base. Brings up Bernie Carbo. Here comes Carbo. Against McNally, a 122. Is he a workman? He is not. Champ or whiffer? He is a whiffer. And he's going to nub an infield single down the third baseline. So Carbo was on. Guys on first and third. The Reds again pressuring. Here comes Lee May. Guys on first and third. We're going to play them back. Looking for the double play. Here comes the pitch. We've got a 155. Is he a home run king? He is a home run king. This has gone over the center field fence. Lee May with a 3-run shot for Cincinnati. He has all 4 RBIs for Cincinnati on this afternoon. McNally, we're going to have to get somebody up in the bullpen. That's 4 runs off of Dave. Cincinnati trying to get back in this series. It brings up Hal McRae. Here comes the pitch here in the bottom of the 4th. A 125. Is he a struggler? He is a semi-struggler. He has 3 consecutive hits. So I got to throw that on him. But he did not get the dot. So he's not going to be a struggler in this case. Is he patient? He is not. It's going to be a ground out to third base. So there is 2 gone. And that will take away the semi-struggler. And it brings up Concepcion. And we have a 123. Flash and fresh. He is flash. Now we've got to roll again to see if he's fresh. He is fresh, so it will be a strikeout. That is all for Cincinnati, but they score 3 on 3 hits. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. And coming up to bat is Merv Rettenmund. And Jim Merritt is still semi-fresh. We're just going to take a little drink of our iced coffee. Top of the 5th, we've got Merv Rettenmund coming up to bat. Here comes the pitch. 136. Is he an ace? He is not an ace. Whiffer or cold? He's not whiffer. Is he cold? He is not. So it's going to be infield drama. Infield drama number 46. Shortstop gold. Concepcion is not gold. I think he's nothing. He's blank. Yes, he is. So he is not gold. So 46. Batter safe on a first base error. We're going to go to the Reds. So Redmond is on the air on Concepcion. First error for Cincinnati. And the Orioles have a man on first. We're going to the red for Don Buford. He's an icon. Semi-icon for Jim Merritt. Here comes the pitch. Take the red dice away. We got a 13. So they're both icons. Prospect pitcher. He is not. Ground out to third. And it's a 1. That is going to be a double play. So it's going to be 5-4. 5-4-3. That is all for Buford and Rettenmund. And there's 2 gone. Frank Robinson comes up to bat. We have a 355. Is he a struggler? He is not. Is he a champion? He is not. It is going to be a ground out to second. That is all for Baltimore. So finally, the Cincinnati Reds have found a pitcher that can tame these Baltimore Orioles. Jim Merritt doing a great job. McNally's coming out for the 5th. Cincinnati has 4 runs off the big lefty. And we have a 135. So we're going to go to the blue chart for 135 is unusual results. Blue, we're going to check the umpire chart. And again, take the red out. It's going to be a 34. Questionable umpire at second. So here is our umpire at second. It is Emmett Ashford. So 34. He is not questionable. So the batter is called out at second despite a late throw. All the umpires rule safe with a double. So Ashford is going to say he is safe with a double. So Tommy Helms leads it off with a double. And Baltimore probably needs to get McNally out of there. He's been struggling. They're going to let him throw against Bobby Tolan. It's coming up. Tolan's 0 for 2. Fly out and ground out. Here comes the pitch. A 246 control. He does have control. Grounds out to the pitcher. And we're just going to check the runner at second. If it's a 2... runner on second, he is going to hold. So Helms is going to hold on Bobby Tolan. It's going to bring up Pete Rose as our next batter. Here comes the pitch to Pete. It's a 245. Is he a hero? He is a hero. He's going to single to left. Runners advance one base on singles. So Helms will go to third as Rose singles and brings up Perez and bench. And Baltimore is looking into the bullpen. Who are they going to bring in? They've got Marceliano Lopez. Maybe they'll bring him in. Dick Hall. They're looking for a righty. Maybe Hall will come in. Rickards to closer. I think that is all. They're going to go to Dick Hall. That is enough for Orioles to see. So Dick Hall is coming in. McNally just goes 4 1/3 innings. He gives up 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 hits, strikeouts and walks. He has 1, 2 strikeouts, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. He did give up a home run. And we're going to bring in Hall. So we're going to, a trick I learned at the last play workshop, you just use the next batter in red. So Perez is up. And we have a fresh pitcher in there. So Dick Hall is going to be fresh. Here comes the pitch to Perez. 233, ace or star. He will get the ace quality for coming in right away. It's a ground out to short with 1 out. Oh, first and third, they would have played for the double play. So 233, ground out to short. It's going to be a fielder's choice, and that will be an RBI for Tony Perez. Helms will score on the they were trying to get a double play. They didn't get it. They'll take the out for a run. Johnny Bench comes up. 355. Is he a struggler? He's not. Is he a champion? He is not. It is going to be a ground out to second unless he's a whiffer, and Bench will strike out. So we get 1 run on 2 hits as Hall comes into the ball game. He'll be the red guy. We're going to go back to the blue for our sheets. And here comes Cincinnati. Jim Merritt is going to be coming up, and he is going to be semi-fresh. And we're going to the top of the 6th inning. Boog Powell will lead it off. Here comes the pitch by Boog, 356. Are they the same lefty and a lefty? They are. It is a strikeout. 1 gone. Nothing really going the Orioles' way. Here comes Paul Blair. He's coming up to bat. He's a 2-2-3. Is he wild? He is not. Slugger or utility? He is a slugger, so he will line out to short. And that is 2 gone. And it's going to bring up Elrod Hendricks. Baltimore put on huge offensive displays in games 1 and 2. Not so much in game number 3. 124. Does he have control? He does. That's going to be an easy ground out to short. And no runs, no hits for the Baltimore Orioles. They're going down quite easily in this ball game. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dick Hall comes in. He is going to be semi-fresh as he is going to face off against Bernie Carbo to start the inning. Here comes the pitch to Bernie Carbo. It is a 234. Runners on base. There's not. Is he a hot batter? Carbo is a hot batter. He hits it to the fence. Now we're going to check and see if he's a home run king. So in the 6th inning, he would be, where is it here? Semi-hot, 6 to 9 if he had a hit. So he was hot. We'll use this as a home run king on that chart. We didn't need this to see if he was hot. Here comes the hit. Home run king number 1. Oh, it's a fly out to the warning track. Warning track, fly out to right field, 1 down. 1 is the only thing you could get that would be an out for a home run king. Here comes Lee May. It's going to be a 2-2-6. And hit by pitch. He's not going to be hit by pitch. We didn't get the dot. Is he the cleanup batter? He's not. This will be a fly out to left field unless he's a whiffer. And we'll just check on that. He is. So that will be a strikeout as he whiffs. And brings up our next batter, who's going to be Hal McRae. Went on to play at the Kansas City Royals, 256. Oops, I moved that die. So 256, he is a struggler. He is not champion or patient. He is not. We have some infield drama. And we have a 46 on infield drama. Is the shortstop gold? Belanger is gold. Yes, he is. So Belanger's going to pick it up. Quick recovery. Makes the throw just in time. No runs, no hits. Oops, I should have been doing that in red for Hall. I forgot about that. And we're going to the 7th. And coming out, it's going to be Jim Merritt against Brooks Robinson to lead it off. Now, they've already scored a run, so Merritt is no longer fresh or semi-fresh. So Cincinnati is looking to their bullpen. Who can they bring in? Looking at Clay Carroll is probably going to come in. Granger is their closer. So they're looking at Carroll, Wilcox, and Granger. I think they're going to go right to the... Well, we're going to give them one. We're going to give them one chance. So here comes the pitch. It is a 3-3-4. Is he an ace or a star? He is not. So if we would have had Carroll, he would have had it. Is he a sad sack? He's not. Single into left field unless he is eager. He is not eager. It's a base hit for Brooks Robinson, and that is all. Since he's not going to fool around, Clay Carroll will come into this ball game. Since he has to win it to get back in the series. If they lose, they're down 3-0. So that's why they're making the quick hook. Carroll comes in. Merritt goes 6 great innings. He gives up 1, 2, 3, 4 hits is all he gave up. Strikeouts and walks. We have 1 walk, 1-1, 1-2, 2-2, 2-3, 3-3. So 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. He's only given up the 1 run, and we're going to bring in Clay Carroll. So we'll use the red for Carroll as he comes in for Cincinnati. Here comes the first pitch. It is going to Davey Johnson, is going to be the first batter. And sorry, battery was running out there. We just had to make sure it was all charged and sent in. Coming up to bat, it is going to be Davey Johnson. It's going to be the batter. He's going to be facing Clay Carroll, who is fresh. Here comes the pitch. It is a 145. 145. Is he a struggler? He's not. Ground out to first. That is going to be a 3-6-3-6-3 double play. Great play there by Clay Carroll. Brings up Mark Belanger. Belanger comes in. It's a 4-4-5. 4-4-5. Is he a workman? He is not. Is he patient? He is not. Ground out to first. So Clay Carroll gets the job done. No runs, a base hit. We're going to the bottom of the inning. And coming up, Dick Hall. Do they stick with him? He's got 1 1/3 innings. I think they're going to take him out. Hal McRae is going to be the batter. And they are going to come in with... They're down by quite a bit, so they're going to bring in Eddie Watt is going to come in to pitch. So since he's coming in, he will be fresh. So I'm just going to put a little spot here. We'll write in Watt. Maybe I'll use him in red for the next little bit. Here comes the first pitch, Eddie Watt. It is going to be a 2-4-6. And 246 is going to be, does he have control? He does not. eager or sad sack. He does not. A base on balls, active steals. So Watt is going to come in, and he's going to give up a walk to Halma. Sorry, it should be Davy Concepcion. So 246, eager or sad sack. Just got to re-roll that. He was not eager. So base on balls to Davy Concepcion. Is he active? A roll for that. He is, so he would have stole second base. So Concepcion is on second, and it brings up Tommy Helms is the batter. Against Eddie Watt, it is a 1-1-6. Is he fresh? He is. He's going to strike him out. So there's one gone there. And coming up for Cincinnati, it's going to be Bobby Tolan. 4-1 for Cincinnati right now. 255. Is he a star? He is a star. He's a star with a dot. He gets the dot. Is he a good eye? He is not. So that will be a strikeout. So Eddie Watt coming through. He's going to get Tolan to strike out, and it's going to bring up Pete Rose. Here comes Rose with the next pitch. It is a 125. 125. Is he a struggler? He is not. Is he patient? He is not. It's going to be a ground out to third. And they're going to get Rose to ground out. No runs, no hits. We're going to the 8th inning. And coming in, it's Clay Carroll. He's going to be pitching to Merv Rettenman to lead off the 8th. It's his second inning, so Clay Carroll will be semi-fresh. Here comes the pitch. It is a 246. Does he have control? He does. He grounds out to the pitcher. There's one gone. So Clay Carroll gets the first batter. Rettenman, a tough batter to go out. Don Buford is up next. Buford has 0 for 1. Grounded into a double play, but he has 2 walks. Here comes the pitch. It is a 235. Is he wild? He is not. Eager? He is not. Grounds out to second unless he's patient. He is not patient. He did not get the dot. So he is going to ground out to second base. There's 2 gone. Brings up Frank Robinson to face Clay Carroll. 255. Is he a star? He is not a star. Is he a home run king? He gets the dot. Frank Robinson is going to take him deep over the left field wall. The Baltimore Orioles have got within 2. A home run by Frank Robinson. It is now a 4-2 ball game. Brings up Boog Powell. He's got power too, folks. Here comes the pitch. 345. Iron catcher. No, he's not. Does he have a good eye? He does not. He will strike him out. We're going to the blue, but it's a run on a base hit for Baltimore. We're going to the bottom of the inning. Coming up. Now, do you want Watt to pitch to Tony Perez? I think they're going to. Watt will also be semi-fresh. It's his second inning. Probably they give up one batter. He's going to go to Marcelino Lopez. Here comes the pitch to Watt, a 125. Is he a struggler? No. Patient? He is not. Ground out to third unless he's a whiffer. He is a whiffer, so Watt is going to get Perez to strike out. There's one gone. It brings up Johnny Bench, who's been a real threat today. 2 for 3. Scored 2 runs. Here comes the pitch. 126. Is he fresh? He is fresh. He gets the decider die. So that is going to be a line out to second base. There's 2 gone. And that will bring up Bernie Carbo. Here comes Carbo for the Reds, for the Red Sox, for the Cincinnati Reds. And here comes the pitch. Just drop it. 235. Is he wild? He is not. Is he eager? He is not. It is going to be a grounded at second unless he is patient, and he is. He will draw a walk. So Bernie Carbo was on with the walk. And it's going to bring up Lee May against Eddie Watt. There's 2 gone. They're going to leave Watt in. Here comes the pitch, 134. Gold catcher, Hendricks is not. Champion, he is not. So we're going to go to outfield drama for Baltimore. 36. Third baseman is Gold. Brooks Robinson, I believe he is. No, he's not this year. He's not Gold. So 36. Batter safe on first. A rare error by Brooks Robinson. We have a guy on first and second. That was an error by Baltimore. So we now have guys on first and second with Hal McRae coming up. Do you want Watt to face him? He's semi-fresh. No, I don't think they want to fool around. They're going to bring in Marcelito Lopez. So we're going to go back to the blue. And that is all. So we're going to come right here. Lopez is coming in. So we had Watt. And now Lopez is coming in. So Lopez will be fresh. And he will face McRae. Here comes the pitch. This is a huge, huge at bat. 135. We're going to go to blue. We're looking at the umpires now. Since 135 is unusual events. Guys on first and second with the umps. Here comes the pitch. I'll take the red out of it. It's a 33. Strict umpire at third. Here is my umpire. Bob Stewart is at third. He is not strict. Fielder's choice. Runner ruled out at third base on a laser throw. Umpires throw not in time. Everybody is safe. So that is going to be a guy on base. We're going to give it an infield single. Bases are now loaded for Davy Concepcion. This could break open the ball game if Lopez doesn't get him out. Here comes the pitch, 236. Double controller dynamic, he is not. Pitcher batting now. I am going to use a rule that I use in our Baseball America League. Since I'm using a DH in this game, instead of a pitcher batting, since the pitcher never bats, if they're the same type, lefty on lefty, righty on righty, it's going to be a strikeout. If not, we're going to go to the next column. So he bats right, Lopez is left. So it does not get the strikeout. It is going to be a base on balls. Second walk in the game for Mr. Concepcion. That is going to walk in a run. So Lopez not doing his job here, folks. We still got bases loaded for Tommy Helms. Now 5-2 lead for Cincinnati. Here comes the pitch. 5-5-5. This is not good. Ace or star? Oh, he is an ace. It is deep to right field. It is in the warning track where he will make the catch. So one run on just one hit. We are going to the ninth inning. Helms will fly out. He nearly took Lopez deep. Paul Blair is going to lead it off. And coming out for Cincinnati will be their closer, Wayne Granger. So Granger coming out to finish it off. We'll put him in right now. And here comes Baltimore. Their last chance at the bottom of the ninth. 5-2 Cincinnati. 156. Is he a whiffer? He is a whiffer. He gets a dot, one gone. So Granger comes in and he gets a strikeout right off the bat. There's one gone. Here comes Elrod Hendricks is the second batter. Granger is fresh. 4-4-6. Is he a star? Granger is not. Sad sack, utility, or patient? He is not. This is going to be a single to right field. So Hendricks keeps the drive alive. He's on. We're going to go to the red, which is the experience chart. Not good for Cincinnati. Granger is a semi-prospect. Brooks Robinson is an icon. So this is going to favor Baltimore. Here comes the pitch by Granger. I'll take the red out. It's a 46. Icon pitcher. He is not. Hard shot to center right field. Great play by the first baseman to the pitcher. He's out of there. But the runners will advance, so he'll go to second. So first baseman to the pitcher. Brooks is thrown out. Doesn't have great wheels and brings up Davy Johnson. Could be the last batter of the ball game for the Baltimore Orioles. Here comes the pitch. It is a 3-3-4. Is he an ace or a star? He did not get the dot, so he's not. Sad sack, he is not. This is a single to left field unless he's eager. He's not. They're going to advance 2 bases. That is going to score a run. So Davy Johnson has made it 5-3. Here comes Baltimore. Brings up Mark Belanger. I don't think Belanger is going to hit. We're going to look and see what we got for pinch hitters. Chico Salmon is a home run king or semi-home run king. Semi-slugger here with Clay Dalrymple. Bobby Gritch, utility and a scrapper. Semi-slugger for Terry Crowley. Semi-slugger Dave May. Home run king and patient for Carl Motton. So we're probably looking at one of these 3 guys. Now Granger pitches right. Crowley bats left. Motton right. Salmon right. I think we're going to go with Terry Crowley. He's a utility guy, so he will come in to play shortstop. So Crowley is going to hit for Belanger. See if he makes a difference. Guy on first. It is 5-3. Terry Crowley against Wayne Granger. Here comes the pitch. 256. Is he a struggler? He is not. Champion or patient? He is. It's a base on balls. They will keep it going. Now have guys on first and second. Merv Rettenmund is coming up to bat. He's a great hitter. Here comes Granger, 5-2. Guys on first and second, 2 out. Here comes the pitch, 5-5-6. Is he an ace? He's a semi-ace. He gets the dot. It's going to be a line out to third. That's all, folks. 1 run, 2 hits. That's how this ball game will end. Baltimore Orioles 2 and Cincinnati Reds 5. The Reds will win Game 3. The series is now 2-1 for the Baltimore Orioles. This is History Maker Baseball. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, fellas.